Last time on Camp Death.
I'm a Barbie girl
In a Barbie world, that's fantastic. It's fantastic.
What are you doing in my house? Should stay off the island in the lake. I was told there's some crazy guy called Pete living there. He's like some drunk or something.
We should look at the furthest corner away from everyone.
Mary Jane!
Mary Jane! Mary Jane! What went wrong?
The Chadster runs up, is like, Mary Jane, I'm here, and for no reason takes his shirt off.
My bookster just saved me from the big bad rat.
Manly Chadster.
Ooh. I mean, they do call me BJ for a reason.
Dude,
There is much blood.
dude, I was just expecting you to get a BJ from BJ.
Smoky Pete's coming in to your party going, "Hey! What are you guys doing on my island, man? No!" He comes and runs at you and you whack him again and you knock him unconscious.
Will you sleep in my cabin tonight?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Now get on the boat.
Ooh.
Innocence, collateral damage. I'm a big fan of Betrayed by Friends. Soon more death will follow. Poor BJ.
I thought this was a family movie.
You were wrong. You were so fucking wrong.
And you have me knock on the door. But when you open the door, it smells like I've been partying a little bit too hard.
Pookster,
Yes?
we're gonna talk about this in the morning. Okay.
Sure.
So I've made you up a bed over there,
Okay.
and I'll be over here,
Okay.
and you're closer to the door because I feel safer that way.
Sure.
And
Oh.
I need a moment.
I know you're not pregnant, so what do you need it for?
Because Pookster, I'm worried
About?
that crazy man on the island, Mr. Pete.
You don't need to worry about him. I think I broke his nose.
What if he comes back for revenge?
Stay here. And I push you off and run out the room.
Pookster.
Chance is not the most sober of people, and you know, he's got to outmanly all these little girls around
I
him.
can make him better.
Yeah, right. So he starts running in the direction of the screen, and he comes to the edge of the lake, and there's one of Mary Jane's friends, just Jane, standing there over a body of her friend, and the head is missing once more. It looks like the young girl was trying to get onto the boat and row out, but she's done. Jane.
Someone try CPR! Save her, Chad! Save her,
Does she have a
Chad!
pulse?
I need you to go fetch Chet. Fetch Chet, Jane.
I'll go with you.
Chet arrives on scene.
Chet, we've got another headless body.
Death toll at 2 now.
I don't know what to do with this. I know where the spades are, but do we call the cops this time out?
We should probably call the cops this time round. Did you kill them?
No.
Me neither. We should call the cops.
So we get to the office. We lift up the phone.
The phone literally disintegrates in your hand like it hasn't been moved in 20 years, and all of the parts were just so incredibly brittle from age.
Well, Chet, we have two options. Either we save them all, or they can all go get fucked.
They can all go get fucked. Let's go see if we can steal the bus keys and leave.
Okay. I'll go chat to Mary Jane. Say we need to go get somewhere where we can get a phone. We need the bus keys.
Good plan.
Mary Jane!
Pookster. I can't remember right now. I'm a bit panicked. I think I gave the keys to either BJ or Linda.
Well, now.
Well, I know we put the BJ's body in the shed.
Left PJ's body in the shed.
We left BJ in the shed.
We'll need to go body looting.
Dark.
I don't think you can do that. I think
Those are my friends. We should call the cops. Oh my god, why didn't someone
you-
call the cops?
Shut up! We've tried to call the cops. The phone's broken. And now we need to go get the keys for the thing.
We need to get out of here.
Oh no. The bodies aren't there anymore.
Where did the bodies go? Who's moved the bodies? Did anybody else have keys?
There's a baby!
Smoky Pete rows his rickety boat onto the shore and starts shouting for you kids and being like,
Oi, you kids! I know you stole my stuff! Come give it back! I'll fucking kill you if you don't give me back my stuff! Come on, give me back my stuff!
I'm pretty afraid.
It's the
I'm gonna like lean back and get the fist ready.
Come on, man!
I've got like a,
Hey, man,
a stick.
calm
with,
down.
Half a spade on the end.
You stole my stuff!
Hey, calm down,
didn't
dude.
steal
Calm down.
anything.
What you
Calm
doing on
down.
the island stealing my stuff?
You go back to where you came from.
Take a swig out of his... What?
We turn our backs and run away from you.
About
Hey, stop running
100
away from me,
meters.
kids!
About 100 meters up the path, we come across Bob's body, missing a head.
I trip over his dead body.
MJ trips over him.
What are you guys been doing here? You're killing people in this place!
Whoa,
I'm gonna
guy!
kill
Whoa,
the
guy!
kids.
You're the one with the
killing
weapon.
people.
You're killing people!
You're the one with the weapon, man.
You're making us pretty afraid.
Go inside! Go to the office!
Okay,
Go to the
okay,
office.
we're going, guy. We're
Go to the
going.
office! I think this...
So at this point, I've had enough of this. I have an over-hormoned boyfriend who doesn't believe in marriage before sex.
Yes,
I have his useless brother.
fair.
I have a crazy guy
Hello.
waving half a shovel in my face.
I couldn't find the other half.
And, you know, enough's enough. Jesus helps those who help themselves. So she's going to reach in as soon as they go, and she's going to reach for, like, the broken down telephone.
I think he doesn't see that coming, and he's drunk. And you hit him, and he stumbles back, spilling booze all over the place. What a fit!
But
Why'd you hit me, man?
as you hit him,
Yeah.
you stop and he stumbles back. The Chadster's not going to let his little girl take care of it. And I'm just going to come in and hit you in the face as well.
I'm your girl.
And pick up his spade.
We're gonna go and have a good old
Uh,
look-see.
As we're leaving, I'm going to tell Chet to just give him a pat down in case he has anything fun for us to take with us.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Which I will. I will
Yeah.
search the crazy
Roll a
hobo.
perception test.
Okay.
So, obviously there's no dice in this game.
Did you note how I instinctively looked down for my dice?
You find some money, a little bit, mostly your money that you've given him, but for some reason half of it's missing and the other half is weirdly dirty.
I'll take that money.
A bag of marijuanas.
I will take the
And
marijuana.
he's got this bottle of alcohol that is slowly kind of spilling on the floor.
I will save that from the floor and take that with me too.
I turn to you, and as we're walking up, I'm like, I really just don't want to find a friend. They bore me. They're annoyingly loud. And the giggling, the incessant giggling. Tell you what, let's go take a little bit of a row out, have a little bit of a thing, and then when we're in a better mood, we can come back.
Maybe. Let's see if we can raid Pete's house for some more stash.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
These guys are stupid.
What we're going to do is we're going to get to Pete's house and we're going to start looting the place.
We found the keys.
At that point in the night, thunder and lightning collectively together.
The moonshine catches fire.
We hear another scream
Oh no.
from across the lake.
So we got the keys. We got to get out of here.
We need
I
to
say
leave.
we ignore the screams, get straight in the
Screw
van
these
and
kids,
leave.
we're leaving. I don't want to die, we're leaving.
Leave your girlfriend. Let's go.
What girlfriend? Let's go.
So we row across the lake.
Oh no, we realize, with our little panic brains, the best place to hide is probably the bus right now.
The best place to hide is the bus. You guys get there and find the girls already in the bus.
Fine. get in
Good
the
job,
bus.
girls.
Yes. Now I'm stuck in the chair, trying desperately to escape. I manage to scramble around, and the rope catches fire. I burn myself a little bit on the ropes, but I manage to break free and stumble out of the campsite into the campsite. I manage to grab my stick and I start chasing after
As
you
the
guys
building
as the
goes
building
whoosh.
explodes and you start frantically starting the car.
Pookie, get off!
And,
Get
and
off!
I kind of
Get
get
off!
onto you and I slam onto the car and I'm like, let me out of the car! And you guys kind of start the car and start kind of puttering away. But
I kick Mary Jane out of the car at you to try and get you to stop.
the car drives away, right, with Chad, Chet, and one or two of the surviving girls.
There was
probably
one
only
girl
one.
who came with me.
Susan and Anton.
Susan.
And Anton.
Yes, Susan and Anton in the back of the bus.
Dun, dun,
Aftermath is where we roll all of our dice and add them together, adding white dice together and adding black dice together. What we will then do is we will subtract the lower number from the higher number. Based off the number that we've got on the black or white table, each one of us will get a theme for the ending. Okay? We'll then also, those of us that have red dice, will roll their red dice, and one of us will have been the murderer all along. I got no black dice, so I rolled a total of 3 on the white dice. So I get 3 white. Kevin?
I had no white dice nor red dice,
Oh wow.
and I rolled 12.
12 black. Okay.
I had 2 white and 2 black dice. I rolled a 6 and a 4, so 10 on the black dice, and 6 and 1 on the white dice, which is 7, which leaves me at 3 black.
3 black. And
Mary
Clarence?
Jane had one black, which she rolled a 6 on, but she also had 2 whites, which she rolled 10 on, so she's at 4 white.
Fantastic. 3 white is grim. The stress and trauma from your little adventure are going to haunt you forever. Bits of your soul are destroyed and you are missing a piece or two. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get close. All your plans have ended in complete ruin. Brutal. 12 black is pretty good. Pretty good. All things considered, you're coming out of this smelling like a rose. You're a little bit off. Maybe you got the girl, maybe you just didn't get caught. 3 black. Harsh.
Ooh. That's
Shit in a bag harsh.
Woo!
A lifetime of medication harsh. A black cloud of hurt is going to rain all over you. The things you need to happen are not going to. Simple as that. 4 white is bitter.
Oh, bitter.
You know what it's like to be utterly crushed, casually brought low, forced to eat your own words, and stand mute and powerless before your enemies. They gloat, and you are helpless. Okay, one last thing. We need to roll our red dice to discover who is the killer. Whoever's the highest total on their red dice is the killer, and I think it's going to be
I
Dylan.
can't beat Dylan.
I only got 4.
4.
You also got 4, and Chadster got 9. He was the killer all along. How did you do it?
I will tell you shortly.
Fantastic. So now we're going to go around and narrate the final moments of our movie, a montage, if you wish, of the final moments for each of our characters.
We gotta
Using
have
the
a
white dice for good
montage.
scenes, the black dice for bad scenes, and the red dice for wild scenes. Unless you're Dylan the murderer, in which case the red dice can also be used to describe how he did his heinous plots and kept us all guessing the entire time. I will begin by saying, after having a young girl thrown at him, poor old Smoky Pete came to his senses, got on his boat, and rowed back to his island, content that he had nothing to fucking do with any of this business.
Poor little Mary Jane's never gonna love again. She'll never open herself up to that kind of pain. She'll seem okay on the outside, but when you get back to her house, there's a room with a locked door. If you go in that room, there's one of those little pin boards with photos of them and where they've been seen and where they could be. She wants to hunt them down.
As Chet, myself, and the 2 random girls are driving away, I manage to pull out the gun that I had hidden under the seat and shoot the 2 girls and smiles as we drive away.
It turns out my stepbrother is indeed a murderous bastard. I kick him out of the bus, at which point we lose control. The bus is heading straight for the ravine.
Smoky Pete, of course, unconcerned by the trivial pursuits of these young teens, relaxes on his beachfront.
Oh no.
And he's got a big bottle of moonshine and a big fatty of marijuanas, and he thinks that all the bad stuff is past.
Mary Jane goes for counseling. She needs it.
Good for Mary Jane.
She meets somebody at counseling.
Oh wow.
Somebody who has been hurt themselves. They bond over this.
I bet you guys are wondering how I got BJ.
I am wondering how
I
you got
am
BJ.
wondering.
So, just to take you all back, Chet and BJ were left alone in the room. As he walked out, I slipped in behind him. I snapped her neck. I cut it off with a spade. And I then ran into the forest. And that's where I met my brother Chet.
The van is spinning out of control. We hit a tree. I destroy my face on the dashboard.
Oh. Sometime later, Smoky Pete's sitting on this island, and a big boat pulls up to the island, and the police get off, and Smoky Pete gets arrested for the murders that took place on the campsite. Smoky Pete is all smoked out.
Hope turns into love. She and Chester, name's a bit close, but she and Chester get married. They move in together. They move to a whole new city. It's a new start. It's a fresh start. There's love. There's marriage. It's going to be so good.
I've currently been in a car accident. Thankfully, my brother has ruined his ugly face on the dashboard. But in my case, my leg was caught underneath a chair and twisted, so my knee is now completely dislocated. And both the two girls that are now dead in the back, as well as my bag full of heads, are flung from the car.
I try and get out of the murder machine with my busted face. However, because of all the blood in my eyes, I slip. I trip up on one of the heads rolling around. I fall. I break my neck. I die.
They've been married for about a month. It's lovely. And then one night, she snaps Chester's goddamn neck because nobody does that to Mary Jane again.
I managed to limp away from the horrific scene of the fight between myself and my brother. About 3 months after this whole entire ordeal, I get another gig, setting up another camp. The problem is the girl who invites me over to the camp and all that is actually quite a gun aficionado, and she pulls the trigger 3 times and gets at least 2 in my chest and 1 in the forehead.
But the body falls into a lake and is never seen again. Fuck yeah. That was Fiasco, played by the Molemen. We are the Molecast. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and do the thing.